Hello everyone and welcome to my Sister Wives Bombshell channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Sister Wives patriarch Kody Brown might be the most terrible unscripted television husband ever, as he bombed 3 wives rather than 1. However, which wife truly got its brunt? The vast majority most likely expect that Mary Brown got the most terrible treatment. Truly, another spouse was harmed much more. Apparently, Mary was embarrassed to the most extensive level, and Christine Brown lived with the most envy. However, Janelle Brown is undoubtedly the most devastated wife. There are a lot of valid justifications why Janelle sought the most terrible treatment from Kody and merited it the least. At the point when crooks get 3 strikes, they might get LWOPPD. That signifies existence without the chance of parole. Kody has 3 strikes as well, however he's actually got another opportunity. Robin earthy-colored stays close by until further notice. While Kody isn't a criminal, he's been super obscure with his triplet of dismissed spouses. Every last one of them has been confronted with Sister Wives of Season 18 star Kody's weak concern, fixation on Robin, and egomania. Inundated with self-indulgence subsequent to being left by spouses that he essentially disregarded, Kody as of late said that he thinks recuperating with his exes is conceivable. According to individuals, he might be excessively hopeful. Off-screen, Janelle's a solitary lady. Long ago when she met Kody and said, to summarize, that he appeared to be recognizable, she felt some sort of association despite the fact that he was an outsider. While meeting Kody most likely wasn't the fundamental justification for why she chose to separate from Adam's stylist, her split from Mary's sibling did occur after she was acquainted with Kody. There is always the possibility that Janelle first fell in love with Kody. Perhaps she was unable to fail to remember the wavy-haired man subsequently. In Season 18, Kody's been open about the way that Janelle believes he's hot. Janelle seems to be drawn to Kody based on his appearance. While she was most likely quickly drawn to Kody, who had a lot sunnier character in those days, it took some time for them to go into a genuine, profound association. As a matter of fact, long stretches of seeking happened before they made things official. The problem is that this is not a case of passionately in love, which is kind of a red flag. In the event that they were frantically enamored, they'd likely be more careless about sincerely committing a responsibility. The way that they were so mindful doesn't actually appear to be simply heartfelt. Alternately, Kody moved pretty quick with Robin. He was unable to hold on until she put on her wedding dress. Thus, right all along, Janelle wasn't getting the sort of scorching enthusiasm that Robin gets from Kody. In any case, she had no chance of understanding what he resembles when he's truly enamored. Robin wasn't there yet. At the point when she showed up, the wide range of various spouses understood that Kody's simply an alternate man with wife number 4. However, Janelle and Kody had their own sort of science. That is presumably why he says he needs to accommodate with her. At the point when Janelle and Kody talk, there's a ton of energy, whether it's certain or negative. The fact that romantic for Kody makes there unquestionably a bond, however, it only not. Before Robin, it probably won't have been exceptionally heartfelt. Since Kody felt terribly enamored with a lighter-looking brunette with a petite figure, it appears as though perhaps Janelle's not his fantasy type. They nevertheless entered their spiritual union. They then had children. Kody and Janelle share Logan Brown, Madison Brush, and Tracker, Robert, Gabrielle, and Savannah Brown. It's the way that they have such countless children together that makes all of this so miserable. Yes, Christine and Kody share many children, but Christine wanted out and soon found happiness. She was intellectually prepared to leave, and despite the fact that she was ready to be companions, she needed a somewhat total separation. Be that as it may, Janelle was substantially more reluctant. She was pulling towards leaving, yet now and then she'd float back inwardly. She is nostalgic for bygone times, while it seems like Christine would rather not live previously. Hence, Janelle is presumably experiencing the most, in spite of the fact that she looks breathtaking following a post-split weight reduction change. Janelle shed 100 pounds, nearly like a mental weight was lifted when she at last became single. It resembled her body changed on the grounds that she didn't have such a lot of pressure and torment. The coronavirus pandemic changed Kody and Janelle's relationship for eternity. It was outside the realm of possibilities for Janelle and her children to keep Kody's rigid guidelines. They adhered to CDC rules, all things considered. Kody disliked Janelle and Christine for venturing out to Utah during the emergency, accepting that they were spurning his principles and putting him, and Robin and their children, in danger. With the pandemic and Kody's draconian standards, came an actual partition that ultimately destroyed them for eternity. Although it took some time for Janelle to accept that their issues could not be resolved, she eventually did, and that probably worked out in their favor. Nonetheless, she actually cherishes Kody. Of the multitude of exes, she's most likely the one in particular who does. That is the reason Kody's long periods of disregard were logical the hardest on her. She's a resilient lady who make an effort not to whine. After so much patience, she reached her breaking point in season 18. In 2022, Kody was open about his concerns with Janelle. He said they weren't exactly in a state of harmony as a team. They continued their relationship, but they didn't really get along. From that point onward, his questions about polygamy continued to get more grounded. It's plausible that he remained in his plural marriage to satisfy Robin. He would have rather not lost her regard. Remaining with one lady, indeed, three, to satisfy another lady is only a miserable circumstance. It guarantees all kinds of misery. The incongruity is that Robin needed monogamy as well, despite the fact that she probably won't have been 100% genuine about that. Janelle stated that she didn't really sign up for that when Kody recalled that he wanted his wives to conform to patriarchy. That was an odd comment, as being in a polygamist association seems like consenting to reside in a circumstance where a man is in charge. Kody accepts that she knew precisely exact thing she was getting into. In the Barbie film, Ken got into the male-controlled society, and it was simply gross. Swinging cantina entryways, manly relationships, and sparsely clad ladies who seemed like simple trimmings turned into the standard. Margot Robbie's Barbie started changing, pulling away from a man who simply wasn't Ken. Circumstances are different and men don't want to accept this stuff any longer. Ladies are astonishing and can do anything. Whether a lady is a marvelous performer like Dork or a state head, or anything that she needs to be, there's no requirement for her to feel mediocre. All people are equal. Kody requirements to advance and strip away many years of indoctrinating. The earthy-colored ladies were programmed by a super Mormon group, as was Kody. All are survivors of an outdated perspective that necessitates to bite the dust. There were indications that this spiritual union would fail. For instance, in 2022, Kody missed Thanksgiving with Janelle and her children. That probably won't seem like such nothing to joke about, yet these sorts of easily overlooked details frequently recount a significant story. Each minor slight adds up and the harshness develops. When Sister Spouses season 18 circulated, Janelle had put away such a lot of fury. She'd been Kody's pal for a very long time, when she truly needed a darling. Kody wouldn't give her the sort of energy that Robin got. It was insufficient for Janelle, as it would be for any woman. Thus, Janelle's had to deal with the ringer. She's had her heart broken. There is so much sadness underneath all of that rage. She is, however, a courageous woman who is moving on. She might contemplate Kody some of the time, yet Janelle is adequately intense to move past this. She is tracking down ways of working on her life. She needn't bother with a patriarch guiding her. Kody used to scrutinize her for living like a solitary lady, yet what decision did she have? She had to get used to doing things on her own because he was always with Robin. Indeed, Janelle was harmed the most, however that doesn't imply that Mary didn't endure. She was the person who was resigned and gentle. She turned the other cheek more than Janelle did. She set up with such a huge amount for such a long time. In some cases, it seemed like Robin and Kody made a special effort to humiliate her. Truth be told, Mary really undermined Kody. Mary discovered that it was a woman when she thought she was flirting with a man. Mary is straight, with the goal that disclosure profoundly furious her. She still needs to shoulder some of the blame, even though she was deceived in a way that was shameful. Mary gave up to enticement while caught in a cold marriage, and afterward she followed through on the cost. Christine is in one of the most joyful periods of her life. She has such countless expectations and dreams. A portion of those fantasies have previously materialized. Christine wasn't ready to deal with monogamy. As far as she might be concerned, being in a plural marriage wasn't all terrible in view of the children, At the end of the day, imparting Kody to Robin was depleting. Christine was too desirous to even think about flourishing in a game plan where her significant other favored another spouse. She got out and check her presently out. Christine looks astounding. She posts baking videos with no makeup and feeling completely at ease with herself, and she always smiles. She doesn't have that drive to if it's not too much trouble, individuals that keeps Mary and Janelle down some of the time. She is proudly herself. Of course, Christine gets glammed up at times, yet she's sure regardless of anything else. It's been so moving to watch her blossom. She faced a challenge when she left Kody and it paid off. This bet could have finished in a fiasco. One possibility is that the public has turned against her. All things being equal, she's a legend. She rescued in such a strong manner, making way for a mass migration that left Robin as the main spouse actually standing. Presently, Robin's left with a cantankerous, mean accomplice who sits and agonizes about being left. Obviously, he designed that situation, yet he's attempting to cause it to seem like his exes are bad guys. Simultaneously, Kody said he wouldn't see any problems with accommodating with Janelle. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.